Yes, lads, welcome back to the channel. I did say during the upload earlier, the Newport match reaction for the game against Crawley, that I will be uploading this video. And this video is basically saying that the European Super League is pretty much done. All of the 6 Premier League teams have come out of the European Super League. Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, Man United, Liverpool and Tottenham all basically rejected the chance to join the European Super League. I mean, it's the most sensible thing, isn't it? They know the history of their club. Chelsea winning the Champions League, Man City winning, being Centurions. Man United, we don't have to talk about that. Same with Liverpool. Tottenham don't really have any history, but it had to be done. I think the protests at Stamford Bridge helped massively. You must have saw the pictures on Twitter and stuff like that. Absolutely unbelievable to think that fans have fought against 6 billionaires. That when you say that, it just makes you feel how much fan power is in sport and football in general. That fans took on 6 billionaires. It's mind-boggling, really. It all started, I think it was around 8 o'clock when Man City basically said they're pulling out of the European Super League. Chelsea then basically said they're doing the same. Then we heard the news that Ed Woodward was resigning at the end of the season, which I am absolutely thankful for. Thank you, Ed Woodward. Hopefully the Glazers follow you out the door of Old Trafford. I'll get into the Woodward situation in a minute, but then I think it was around 9-10 o'clock when the Premier League and Sky, everyone announced that they are gone. The Premier League teams have officially gone. I think that was Liverpool, Tottenham and Arsenal sort of finalised the final protocols to get out of the European Super League. So by about 10:30, 11 o'clock, it was all done. We're starting to see teams come out now with apologies and letters of, like I said, apologies, saying they made a mistake, they regret it. I think we've heard from Daniel Levy, from Arsenal, from John Henry. I don't think we've heard from Sheikh Mansour, Roman Abramovich, or the Glazers. We're not going to hear about the Glazers, are we? They've spoke publicly once in 16 years of owning Manchester United, so they're not going to talk about this, are they? Especially because it's something they wanted and it's broke down. I think Sheikh Mansour of Man City will come out and release something soon. I think Abramovich definitely will, because he'll have something to say about the protest outside Stamford Bridge. This is just, a thank video that we've actually stopped it. We've actually stopped the European Super League from happening. And I just want to say a massive shout out to those Chelsea fans, or whoever went, because I know there were some non-Chelsea fans that just went there to stop this from happening. And I want to say thank you to you. You've helped massively. The same as Marcus Rashford, the same as Pep Guardiola, the same as Jurgen Klopp, James Milner, Patrick Bamford, Luke Shaw. The list does go on. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, some massive footballing names, and some people with massive voices in the football community have come out and spoken about this. Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher. As fans, because the players are fans of the sport, the managers are fans of the sport, the pundits are fans of the sport, and obviously, the fans are the fans. So everyone has come together to shut down, basically, greed. There was no sort of conception of the tournament. It wasn't, a tournament that was envisaged by independent governing body like UEFA, FIFA, the Premier League, the FA. It was nothing to do with that. It was basically 6 greedy billionaires who wanted. And don't forget the other 6, mind. The other 6 haven't dropped out of it yet. Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan, the 2 Madrids and Barcelona. Sorry, they haven't pulled out of it yet. So there still could be a European Super League, but it will not contain English teams. And personally, I just don't think that you can have a Super League without Liverpool, Man United. To be honest with you, Liverpool and Man United probably the 2 biggest clubs ever. Definitely in the English game and definitely European stature as well. The size of Manchester United and Liverpool, you cannot not have a league without them 2 in it. So yeah, I think, you know, it had to be done. It had to be done. And I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has stepped forward, voiced their opinion. Big shout out to Reese, Swans Away Days, for doing a video on it as well. Big shout out to Lewis EFC, doing a video on it as well. The True Jack, everyone that I know within the YouTube football content creator community has come together and has stopped this from happening. Because this is 6 greedy billionaires that have tried to take over our beloved sport. And that's it, really. I just wanted to get my point across to say how thankful I am to anyone in whatever way you have stopped this, however you've tried to stop it, whatever you've done. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, because you have kept our sport. You have kept the competitive nature of the sport, the unpredictability, everything about this beautiful sport that we love, you have kept. And I want to just say a massive thank you to every single one of you, because this sport was on the verge of dying, and the money and the wealth that they have, it could have happened. The sport could have died. But I want to say a massive thank you to every single one of you. Whether you just posted something on Twitter, whether you went to Stamford Bridge and protested, whether you went to Ellen Road and protested, whether you went to the Emirates last night and sang Kroenke out, whatever you have done, thank you. And if anyone sees this from the hierarchy, it would never happen. But if anyone does punditry, anything like that, then thank you to you as well, because you have saved this sport that I fell in love with 14 years ago. 14 years ago I watched the game, Man United Bolton, I fell in love. And I've never looked back since, and I'm never going to look back. If this happened, all of those memories would have never been gone. They would have stayed here, and most importantly here. Nothing will change my conception of football, and I like Manchester United, right? But I definitely think they should be punished. Manchester United, Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham need to be punished heavily. Right, that is Super League over. Now Ed Woodward. Thank the Lord that Woodward has left. There was a statement that came out when he left, basically saying he's left Manchester United in the best possible way to move forward. False. And then the Glazers said what Ed has done for the club has been brilliant, and he's always welcome at Old Trafford. If Ed Woodward steps anywhere near Manchester United again, the fans are going to hound him out of this football club. And that is not being overreactive. That is not being in the moment. That is being the dead, God, honest truth. If Ed Woodward steps 1 foot near Old Trafford again, he is hounded out of this football club. And I'm not for violence, but I just think it would get out of control if Ed Woodward was to come back to Old Trafford in any way, shape or form. He will leave at the end of the season. Hopefully the Glazers sell up as well. And there is some news that Conor McGregor is looking to buy Manchester United. We know he's a Manchester United fan. That would be phenomenal for the sport. If other elite sports or other elite sports people were to buy shares in football clubs, it would revitalise this sport, and it would take away the greedy, self-centred, self-wanting ownership that we currently have in the likes of Glazers, Kroenke, John Henry, Sheikh Mansour, Abramovich, Daniel Levy. It would get rid of all of that. I just want to say a massive thank you. Please make sure, if you have gone on to enjoy this video, you smash a like and you comment your thoughts down below, and you subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so if we can get that by the end of the season, it'll be much appreciated. And the Super League is finished, lads. It is no longer. Thank you to everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Up the fucking football.